Now, how did Hobbit come about? Was that just a phone call?
That's just a phone call, yeah.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Well,
From
my
Peter.
manager said, "You've got an offer for this Hobbit thing. What do you fancy?" I said, "Ooh." It was the most bizarre thing I've ever done because they sent me a page of dialogue and I wasn't on it.
Right.
And I thought, what do they think I'm going to get from this? I think it was just to show me the kind of language that was being used.
Right.
And then when I got there to New Zealand, they gave me a script that I wasn't in. And he said, "Have you read The Hobbit?" And I said, "No." I said, "Not only that, but I don't like people who have."
And how did PJ respond
I had to
that?
explain it. He thought it was funny. I had to explain. Because when I was a young hippie guy, there was two distinct camps. There was the blues and bluegrass brigade, you know, who liked American music and good time, incredible string band kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And there was them with the glasses and the Tolkien, talking about ginks and gonks and gobbledygooks. And going, give me a break, you know. And I never ever liked them. So I made it my business never to read Tolkien in case I became one of them. And then I got offered. Not only that, I was at the time when I was here in Australia, I was doing a joke about a dwarf and getting in terrible trouble for it from my wife.
Right.
She's saying they're little people. I said, they're dwarves.
And now
They suffer from dwarfism. I said, you put a little person and a dwarf together, they both know who's the dwarf.
So what did it feel like to become one yourself then?
It was brilliant. Well, it still is brilliant. I'm in the middle of it.
Yeah, of course.
It's only a cameo role. I'm hardly in it, and it doesn't come out until next year. So it'll be forgotten by next summer, on my part, but until I come back again.
Yeah, I guess it is The Hobbit. So you'll be coming back to do some more shooting at some point?
And I'm covered in armour. It's like wearing a Volkswagen. I don't know how I'm supposed to fight wearing this stuff.
With Pamela and with your family, obviously, do you feel kind of half Kiwi? Do you feel at home when you're down in Wellington?
I feel very much so at home.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's the fishing makes me feel at home. I've got a lot of pals in New Zealand who fish. Yeah. It's trout heaven.
It is.
And so I like to meet them and go out and fish. And there's a thing about New Zealand that I really like. Like for instance, I went to the fishing shop in Rotorua. And I needed those special polarised glasses that you use to take the glare off the water, and I need the ones that fit over spectacles.
Right.
And they had some, and the guy said, "I've got some, but they're all a bronzy colour. You're better with a yellow." He said, "I use yellow." I said, "As a matter of fact, use mine." And he went to his car and he said, "You just bring them back when you fancy." And that kind of side of New Zealand really appeals to me because it's happened to me more than once. It wasn't just a one-off, you know, it's happened quite a lot.
Excellent.